Okay, here we have a brushless DC motor coming out of a Series 6 Bosch front loader washing machine. The motor is fitted with a G sensor here in the back on this little printed circuit board that sits underneath the data connector. This motor has a bearing issue. It runs very rough, as you can hear, and it doesn't go up to speed because the G sensor picks up these vibrations here. Now, taking the motor apart, inside we can find a little ring, very important, don't lose this, and here are the windings, and this is the rotor. Problem with replacing the bearings on this rotor is now, while this one comes off easily, we've got the pulley in the way for this one here. So the pulley is bigger than the shaft here. So that pulley needs to come off before that bearing can be replaced. Okay, I will now attempt to remove that rear bearing first. I'm going to use this pin and push the shaft out of the bearing. So here we go. There's the rotor and there's the bearing. Next I will heat up the pulley to about 200 degrees. It takes about 2 minutes. And we'll do the same thing that we did with the rear bearing. I'm going to use that pin, goes through the pulley, and then we're going to apply a bit of pressure to push the shaft out of that pulley. And here we go. Now here we have the motor with all its individual components. We've got the windings here, the casing, pulley, front bearing, rotor, rear bearing, and there's a casing that contains the G sensor here with its connector here, and not to forget this little spring ring that needs to go behind the rear bearing.